Welcome
You
back.
normally do. I do the I do the exit, motherfucker.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Standard Drink podcast. And don't worry, we're still alive. We're actually back recording,
We're alive in body. Our spirit has been diminished.
Yeah. So, as we
Do the actual proper intro, motherfucker.
Okay. Welcome back to the Standard Drink podcast with your hosts, Bo and Brendan.
Thank you.
There we go.
It's good to know he gets something right after a little encouragement.
Yeah. Encouragement.
Bah.
Yeah. So as we tried to break the cycle of, once a fortnight or we record 2 episodes, an episode a week and then have a break in between.
Bullshit.
And then COVID and lockdown and all bullshit comes
And
back into it.
then we get 1 week where we're back, or 5 days we're back, and then lockdown again.
Yeah, so we were literally planning to, after the lockdown, obviously, that was only going to go for the week, and it, got relieved and all that kind of stuff. And then, a couple of days later on, we're going back into it. Oh, for fuck's sake. And we literally planned to start recording again.
Yeah. Well, as most people, anyone that watches this knows that we were working basically non-stop during our lockdowns until both of us, for our own personal reasons, has said, nah, fuck this, we're done.
Yeah, so we're just pretty much just called it. Like, we can't handle working in the lockdowns just based on the kind of work that we've been doing, the 12 hours and all that kind of stuff.
12-hour shifts, standing in one spot for 12 hours, dealing with abusive, angry people that just don't want to follow the rules.
Yeah. So
well, here's one thing I will say. Thank fuck we're not doing that anymore. Cheers.
Cheers.
And that's how I like to start it.
Well, that's pretty bad on its own.
No, I don't mind it.
Nah, it's actually pretty bad on its own.
Yeah, each their own.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, like Melbourne, we went through another lockdown. We're starting lockdown number 6. We're currently in.
Yep.
Yes, I'm going to just pass it over to you because you want to go for it so bad, and I love it.
All right.
Go.
So
Go.
So as we all know, Melbourne been in so many lockdowns, and we've only had over the last few lockdowns no more than 20 cases and all that kind of stuff. And I think the last time when we started recording, I think Sydney at the time was having 100 cases or so a day.
No, I think we last time we recorded they weren't over the 100 limit.
Yeah,
100 mark. Yeah, I think it was about 70 or 80.
Yeah, so they were having. Yeah, that's right. So it was around it was less than 100, but what we talked about more was the amount of people in the community while infectious, and also the language that was used by the government,
and the fact that they were so slack on it, and we know what people are like. Since what's Melbourne's experience, so no one's going to do what they're asked.
Well, it appears that Gladys Berejiklian, the Premier, must be a big fan of Mad Max Fury Road, because she's almost looking like she wants to get Mad Maxed.
This is someone that called the police and brought them in. What was it? She tried to, at one point, it was during the protests, almost declared martial law.
She can't do martial law.
No, but it almost became to that level because so many police were called in.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you're having over a couple of thousand people protesting, okay.
Keep in mind, they're protesting lockdowns. They're protesting really, really weak ass lockdowns compared to what we experienced.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So back on track real quickly. So last time we were talking.
Sidetrack episode 2.
Pretty much. So when we started talking about it, 60 to 80. What was it today? 466 new cases.
I'm not sure. You keep track of that. Not so much because...
Yeah. So, yes, today was 466 cases. Yesterday was 370. The day before was 390.
And most of them are out whilst infectious.
Surprisingly, it's still been under 100 in the community while infectious, but I mean, it's still, 100 people in the community while infectious.
Yeah. It's still... And what you got to think, if one person's out, times it by 8.
I think I'm pretty sure the consensus is with COVID, it's like one person can infect up to 14 people.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's I believe that. Or that
And
might
it's
be
the new Delta strain too,
Well,
which
which
is more contagious.
which is an offshoot from the Indian variant, which is the offshoot from COVID-19.
Because some fuckwit decided to let someone in from India.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know much about that. Yeah.
Hey ho, it's off to kill we go.
Yeah, so Sydney is now completely. That's what I mean. Like she must be a big fan of it because she really wants to bring Mad Max Fury Road into the real world. So I think today, officially, after about a month and a half of new cases increasing, has finally declared a proper lockdown. I believe.
Yeah, a proper statewide lockdown, similar to what Victoria went through and everything like that. So
I still think that their lockdown rules are a little bit more lax, but the fact that it's it's a lockdown.
That's why I say similar.
Yeah. But so I've looked into it a little bit. They can't be. They have to be within their own 5K areas. Have to have working permits.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, can't. Yeah, you can only go out for supermarket to buy essential needs and that. But apparently, and they had a list of retail stores that were still open, but whether they're doing it for click and collect, like they're doing, like what you do down here.
Like we do.
So it took her about a month and a half, nearly 2 months to finally go, I think it's time to...
Yeah, I think we're pretty screwed.
Because, you're getting so many hundreds of infections and, a few people are dying, especially, unvaccinated people who are still waiting to get vaccinated are dying.
Yeah, even right now, I'm still so about getting vaccinated because it has been... We have to be real careful because YouTube really hates this stuff.
I'm going to get it.
Yeah, with me, I have to be a lot more careful because I have a severe allergy.
Yeah.
It can possibly arc it up.
Yeah. Well, that's if you go for the... it depends on which one you get, though, I reckon. But just don't,
I'm going to talk to my doctor first. Plain and simple. Talk to your doctor, get the advice from them. If they say, nah, wait a bit.
Yeah. Well, I'm waiting. Well, I have to wait anyway because
you're young and virile.
Yeah. So, but at least I get to wait for either the Pfizer or I think the Moderna's been approved as well.
Yeah. See, I'm high risk, so
yeah.
That's why, so many people when we were working was like, oh, I was like, mate, I turn around and so, mate, on all honesty, if I wasn't working, there'll only be one other time I leave the house. Oh, wait, there wouldn't be. I get my groceries delivered because I don't want to go dealing with people.
Yeah. I mean, I go out and get my groceries because...
Yeah, I get... But then again, when I get deliveries, let's face it, it's a big delivery.
Yeah, that's true.
Makes it so much easier.
Yeah. But I'm also trying to avoid going to the supermarkets and trying to go to more actual butchers and
yeah, and we both have a butcher that we absolutely adore.
Which is really great. Because the steaks that I usually get, damn boy, yeah, it's
not COVID, smoker's cough.
That's a lie.
You're a dick.
Yeah. So I get the scotches and right next to it, he has ribeyes all ready to go, and I'm
I'm seriously thinking tomorrow and got to go out. Basically, need to get money for rent, so got to go out. And I want some of his chicken Kievs.
Oh, you want to try the Kievs?
Yeah. Well, the arancini tastes like shit.
Yeah, as you
so
told me,
I might as well give the arancini was so bad. I still had 2 of them in the fridge that I didn't even touch and ended up throwing out.
Yeah, well, they started to get civilizations on them.
Yeah, that's because we end up, next thing you know, it's oh, look, click, we're working 6-7 days a week.
Yep.
So, yeah, and don't have time to cook, and they taste like shit, so I didn't really want to cook them anyway. But, yeah, fingers crossed the Kievs work a little bit better.
Yeah. Well, whether they come in from the supplier or, they're actually made at the shop, though.
I think they're made in the shop because they're not actually... the packaging, even the ones that haven't been opened yet, aren't vacuum packed.
Mm.
They're just basic wrapped.
Because one of the my first job was working at a butchery, a small local butchery, and our Kievs or those Kievs came in, from the supplier.
Mm. But at the same time, look how big of a, like, the butcher shop is a massive chain.
Oh, the Butcher Club.
The butcher club is a massive chain, so I wouldn't be surprised if they actually make it in-house.
It wouldn't surprise me, but again, you'd probably want to ask.
Yeah,
if you want to be.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Like, right now, we're just talking bullshit.
Yeah, of course.
Come on, let's go back to the topic. Sidetrack 101.
Hey, so I don't know what else to really say. It's just like, finally, it's, maybe they've come to their senses, but it's going to really tell, like, over the next few days whether the numbers still go up or if the numbers start going down. Because if the numbers going down, guess what? Lockdowns work.
How long do you reckon Victoria is going to stay in lockdown for?
Well, I mean, we've consistently, over, like, the last few days, had, like, between 15 to 20 cases.
So you reckon probably about another week or so?
It's already probably going to go for another week, depending on, the next couple of days, which is really important.
See, I wouldn't mind going for another week.
True. But the issue that we're having as well is because there's actually people out in the community wild and infectious.
Yeah, like,
but not in the droves. It's not like all 20 people. It's always been like maybe 5 to 6 people.
that more than likely that were asymptomatic and had no idea that they were actually sick.
But again, the issue I have is that I'll give too much of a benefit of the doubt to Melburnians, only because I'm like, this is
what we've experienced.
Yeah, but then at the same time, though, it is Western Melbourne, though. It's the western suburbs. Oh shit!
I feel so sorry for you, Blake. Northwest suburbs, so.
Yeah. So it just really depends on how it gets contained, basically, whether we can get all the new infections down to a minimum again.
Yeah, this one's nowhere near as bad, so, but at the same time, it's like, yeah.
I don't know, I think it's like, I have to agree, I don't think it's going to be as bad, because at least, with Dan Andrews, he acts real quickly on, locking it down, containing it, because then, at least at that point, there's no room for people to start spreading in that.
But yeah, as you say, is you give Melburnians too much benefit of the doubt, whereas me, I'm like, yeah, considering how many people can actually be asymptomatic, I honestly reckon most of them would be, or they'll just think it's just a cold.
See that. Yeah, so or that's where I mean, at least with every test, that's the whole idea. That's why you get tested.
Yeah,
you get tested. They take the sample. They go, okay, it was, you're you're negative for it. That means it's just a cold or a flu or something.
I've told you the biggest way how I know is when I got sick last week, I knew that it wasn't the coof because simple fact is my symptoms didn't match up.
I think that flu-like symptoms is COVID.
With one major difference. COVID blocks your mucus glands. It dries out your lungs. So if you're coughing up phlegm and blowing your nose, you're good.
Yeah. Well, that's why they test it up. That's why they go straight up to the back to the throat and up the nose because it's going for the mucus glands.
Yeah. Because it blocks your mucus glands, dries out your lungs.
Which I have to even I have to say, as you hear for the adverts and all that kind of stuff, if you feel if you do feel like if you sorry. If you start having the symptoms that are like COVID, or whether it's a cold or flu, whatever, if you suddenly have symptoms, do get tested.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where you are, whether it's Victoria, New South Wales, even over in the United States or wherever the fuck you live, basically. If you feel the symptoms, go get tested because every test counts. Because then they can accurately know how many infections there are and how to contain it, basically. So I mean, because I've had the test once.
Yeah, so have I.
I don't ever want the test again.
No. Especially if it's in the hands of someone not very skilled with it.
Yeah.
They push it far too hard into your mucus glands.
See, that's where I feel sorry for my sister because she lives up in bloody Sydney.
And she's getting tested daily, ain't she?
Well, it's every 3 days. And and I think because her current workplace is becoming a vaccination hub. Or it is a vaccination hub.
Yeah, there's one in Bayside now.
Yeah, of course. Like that's what I mean. Like they're all starting to pop up, and a lot of I'm pretty sure like a lot of businesses are starting to put their hands up, like Bunnings and all that, are putting their hands up to be like, hey, vaccination hubs.
Oh, thank Christ.
So that's what I mean. So I think like a lot of these businesses are starting to really go, hey, because it benefits them as well. Because the more people if the more people that are vaccinated, meaning that we get out of this, we get out of it quicker. That means people can go back into the stores.
Can you imagine the bullshit if Bunnings became a vax hub?
Well, they've already talked about wanting to become a vax hub.
Fuck, I'm not going to be there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that's going to come a little bit.
Oh, that would be a nightmare.
Yeah. But yeah, so her workplace is becoming a vax hub, or is a vax hub, and she has to, be in full PPE, and she's her job there is to basically just take consent forms from people who are getting vaccinated shots.
Yeah.
So basically, for however long she's been doing it, for every 3 days, just back of the throat, up the nose.
Normally, just these days, you only need like one or the other.
No, it's both. Because I know, because I got it in.
Yeah, we got it last year.
I got mine for a different reason.
Yeah, you got yours because you were worried that you were.
No,
because you were in an area.
Well, no, okay. So the reason why I had to get tested was because of my day job.
Yeah.
Because
that prick.
Yeah. So with my day job, which I mean, I'm not really ready to start talking about what I did during the day. I reckon I have to let it go for a couple more months before I start talking about that.
Yeah.
Out of respect for for that particular job. But basically, all I have to say is that I was dealing with someone for 40 minutes plus. Not directly compared to other people that were around, but I was still within a vicinity of him, and that's when the guy came out and says like, I'm
tested positive.
No, he's not testing. No, he's living with someone who's tested positive for COVID.
Yeah.
So my shift got cancelled for the day in the next couple of days, and I had to go get tested straight away. So all I've heard was like, hey, it's going up the nose, it's going up the nose. So as I'm driving to the hub, I'm like, all right, I'm preparing myself. I'm like mentally preparing myself to get tested. Like, oh, it's going up the nose, it's going up the nose. I get to the hub, it's like, oh yeah, it's such and such. Or why are you getting tested? Just, at the time when they were asking. It's like, oh, well, my employer has requested that I be tested. It goes, okay, well, that means you have to go back to work. So, yeah, you're all good to get tested. Because they were very selective about why you need to get tested. Either, you had the symptoms or such and such.
Yeah. These days it's like, nah, we'll fucking test you.
Yeah, just anyone. So just like, boom, there you go.
Yeah.
So I get there and I drive up and I'm like, okay. She goes, okay, first thing says, I need you to open your mouth up and stick your tongue out. I'm like, oh, what? I'm like, yeah, I just need to do the back of your throat. I'm like, fuck.
So control that gag reflex.
Oh, well, she goes, I just
in other words, she smacked your thing.
Yeah. Then she's like, oh, don't worry, it happens to most people. I'm like, I bet.
Yeah, that's because you hit the bloody dangly.
The tonsil thing.
Yeah, if you don't hit that, he won't gag.
Yeah. And then because my mind was all focused on just that gag, I lost all my concentration on my nose.
Yep.
And she goes, okay, now we're going to do your nose. So she's going up the nose. I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah. Like with me, I got it done when, our little rush to the hospital.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah. That was not fun.
Yeah. And how long did you feel the sensation for after when you had the test?
Here's the thing. They put me on some good drugs.
Okay. I felt mine for at least easily 8 to 10 hours.
Yeah,
that's how, all of there was no pain, but I could feel where
it was tingling.
That's what. Not even like it was like, it wasn't like a little bit tingly, but it was more like I knew something had been that part had been touched.
See, they put enough antihistamine in my system to knock me the fuck out.
Just boom, straight up. Hey, fuck it, why not 2?
They put enough antihistamine because it was such a critical thing. It's like, no, we need to get this down straight away. They pumped enough of that shit into me to actually knock me out. It was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. So Sydney's finally, going into its lockdown, which, congratulations, you finally fucking got there after a month and a half.
Yeah, a month and a half late, you stupid old bat.
But, if the numbers start going down, hey, guess what? Dan Andrews' model of hard lockdowns actually work, and therefore any time that there's an outbreak, just lock it down straight away. If the numbers still keep increasing, then maybe we have to reevaluate stuff. But I'm pretty sure I know which way it's going to go.
Okay, now going on to a previous topic.
Oh, before we do that, I think I think we have to do it now. So, to your left hand and to my right hand, there's a new segment that I want to start doing for this.
Oh, fuck.
And it's called, I'm sort of taking a little bit of credit from another podcast that used to operate a little ago, but I'm also taking the name away from another YouTuber, which is The Search for the Worst. But it's also it's a competition. So what we're doing is,
if you expect me to skull,
it's not sculling. No.
Slap you.
So basically, we're going to be trying 2 beers that are bad and seeing which one's the worst out of the 2.
Flavored water and flavored water.
Yeah. So I think we came to the consensus that Coors was the worst.
Yeah, that one was like water with a little bit of beer.
Okay, so so far we already know that Coors is the worst so far. But this week we have 2 new contenders for what is the worst.
And both of them are Melbourne boys.
Yep. So let's bring them up and show them to the camera, shall we?
Fuck me. You're an ass. Number 1.
BB.
Number 2. Melbourne Bloody Bitter.
Yep. Both beers equally terrible because my dad drinks this shit and I've never seen anyone drink this shit before.
Surprisingly, a lot of people drink it at Linford because they sell it in the long necks.
Oh, they do too. Yeah, I remember seeing that. I'm just like, that's so fucking weird.
I think it's Melbourne Bitter or Carlton.
No, it's Melbourne Bitter.
It's Melbourne's?
It is Melbourne Bitter. I've seen it. Trust me.
Yeah.
Okay, so The Search for the Worst, and
I can already tell you.
Well, I mean, we got 2.
Yeah, I've had them both. I can already bloody tell you.
So, which one do you want to start with?
Start with a bad one because I'm gonna probably end up fucking tipping out in the sink before later.
Oh god. Well, I mean, we still got like a few more, which will. Okay.
Yeah, the vodka and the shots.
That's why we've got the vodka.
Vodka apple juice.
Vodka apple juice and fucking and I've got my rum here just in case, and he's got his port over there. We've got like shit to just cover him up.
Yeah.
So I'm
gonna be hammered because I've only eaten breakfast.
Okay. So which one? So you want to start with bitter first?
Yeah.
No, or which bitter? All right.
The worst one out of the 2, I can guarantee you.
Melbourne Bitter. Just that's it. Really, just saying Melbourne Bitter.
Look, I might live with you, but there's moments that I fucking hate you.
I know. Well, then you got to start coming up with stuff that that I might hate because I've come up with all the ideas.
Yeah, no, which is weird because I'm the ideas man.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so, you've got... Oh, fuck that. Oh, God, I just got to whiff that because I had to open it right there so people can hear that.
Yeah, I don't want to put them through the torture of knowing that I just opened a goddamn Melbourne Bitter.
Well, too bad because they can already see ya.
Yeah,
it's not so much that... All right. Oh, then eventually I'm going to start putting this on just audio-only platforms, but eventually we'll get there.
Fingers crossed.
So first things first, like any good connoisseur, first we must...
Smells like fucking horse balls in the middle of summer.
Okay, that actually doesn't smell too bad. Okay.
Smells like horse balls in the middle of summer.
Okay. Well, cheers to this one. Oh, fuck you too.
Tastes like us.
That's Carlton Draft.
That tastes like us.
There it is. Oh, no, wait.
It tastes like us.
Give me a second. No, that's fucking Draft. That tastes exactly like a fucking Carlton Draft.
Wait for it. The aftertaste is what makes it nowhere near a Carlton Draft.
No, that tastes like Carlton Draft to me. That's not that bad. Like, that's actually... All right, well then, what do we rinse our mouths up with...
Good old vodka.
I was about to say the BB.
Give me a sec. See, here's the thing. Like, with me, there's only like 2 beers I will actually drink comfortably and be happy with.
Asahi and...
Guinness.
And Guinness, yeah.
Besides from that, I'm a hard liquor man.
Yeah.
Hard liquor and my port.
Yeah. See, at least I'm a bit well varied. I can drink most, like, from, beers all the way up to spirits and everything else in between. So,
Yeah, whereas beers, it's just not something that I'm keen for. Everything else is like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. Okay, so let's try a VB now, shall we?
Okay, can I pour that down the sink later?
If you want to.
Unless you want to drink it.
I'll probably drink it.
Oh, yay.
All right, first things first. Oh, yes. Okay.
This one...
This
one's not as bad, but still bad.
Fuck, I just smell like cat food. I don't know why. Okay, fuck, here we go. Oh, wait.
It tastes watered down compared to what I remember.
It's actually...
It tastes watered down compared to what I remember.
I don't know. It tastes a lot different in the stubby because I've only ever tried them from tinnies.
Nah, yeah. Whereas me, I've had both, but honestly, that tastes a lot weaker than what I remember it.
Yeah, I know, right? Like I've never drunk VB because I've always hated VB because I just hate the taste because I've only ever drunk it from tinnies.
Yeah,
I've never had it from stubbies. But honestly,
like with me, you go back 3 years ago was when I last had a VB, and honestly, it tastes a lot weaker than what it used to. Tastes a lot. It tastes a lot more watered down.
That's actually that's tough actually because I quite like the taste of both of these. That's the only problem. But but the problem is I have to now make a decision on which one's the worst.
I still say Melbourne.
So obviously your decision, so it comes down to whether I agree with you or I have to. Well, I have to eventually, unless I can sway.
Keep in mind, he is also this type of person that would disagree with me just for the sake of disagreeing with me. See, I don't like the aftertaste because you do get that massive bitter hit from the Melbourne bitter.
See,
whereas this goes down a lot smoother and it doesn't make you, in my opinion, dread the next sip.
I actually have to agree with you on that one actually because not because of that, but it's also because that one reminds me way too much of Carlton Draft.
Yeah,
way too much. Like as soon as I tasted it, I was like, that tastes like Carlton. Because, I mean, it's brute. I'm pretty sure it's made by the same company. But, I mean, it's also, if you're drinking this shit, it's CUB.
Probably.
Well, I know, no, that one's actually CUB because it's on the actual on the bottle cap.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, CUB. BB is probably owned by CUB as well, if knowing, it's either CUB or Lions Group. They're like the only two, conglomerate companies.
Yeah, my eyesight's not that great, this one.
Don't worry, we'll check it out later.
Yeah.
But I think I actually have to agree with you that Melbourne Bitter is actually the
Melbourne.
Yeah, Melbourne, depending on where you're from, but it's Melbourne. Like no one can. But
Melbourne,
I think I have to agree with you, not based on your reasons, but I have to say because it reminds me too much of Carlton Draft, and if you're tasting too similar to another beer,
you're not doing it right.
You're not doing it right. So now that's the end of that segment. So obviously the loser. The loser/winner is Melbourne Bitter. So, now it comes down to whether we get some suggestions in, the comments saying, these two beers against each other. Yeah. Or if myself or my co-host Brendan, if he comes up with an idea of the search for the worst. Okay.
No. That's a little bit too unfair.
No. Do it.
No, because one, it's going to cost us about $100.
What?
At least. Oh, no, actually, probably more.
What are we talking? What beer are you talking about?
I wasn't actually going to go beer.
I think it has to be beer for now.
Oh, come on. It was a good one.
All right.
Can I let you know?
Sure.
Crystal Head versus Grey Goose.
Ooh. Wait, and you have to do the... No.
Yeah, but it was you got to be a good one.
But that's like looking for the best. We're looking for the worst. And Grey Goose is good.
Both of them are good.
That's what I mean.
Like which ones? Okay.
That's what I mean. We're looking for the
classic
worst.
Smirnoff, and then we'll get fucking some other shit as well.
So just some super cheap vodka.
Yeah.
All right, we can do that then.
Or scotches.
Okay.
Or whiskeys.
Yeah. Okay, we'll do that then. As long as the idea.
Straight.
Okay, so So I'm gonna leave that one up to you next week. You're gonna you tell me, like, you either figure out what's the worst and then let me know.
Yeah, I'll have a think about it.
Exactly.
I will say, you're not the only thing that would make these little podcasts better.
What?
Well, since we're drinking a fucking cigar.
Man, if only. Like,
Yeah.
what, the proper cigars?
Like the ones I've got out there.
Yeah. I mean, we could, but
No.
We
could, but we'd probably get into trouble. And YouTube would say, you're smoking on stream. Guess what? No.
What do you mean stream? It's been recorded.
Yeah, but still, well, you got to think. I hope to hell that you have a language warning on these videos.
Oh, well, not so much a language warning, but I just say this is not intended for people under the age of 18.
Yeah, we really need to try and figure out some way to put language warning.
I mean, I can.
Or we need to try and clean up our language, and let's face it, with
no,
not going to happen. Especially not with me when it's part of the vocabulary.
Exactly. All right. So the search for the worst. The winner/loser is Melbourne Bitter. Congratulations to it. You fucking suck. Okay, now go.
At least as you're not as bad as Course.
Okay, we might have to pit those two together, actually.
Yeah, okay.
We'll have to do that.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I'd say we do it now, but that's warm as fuck, and I don't even want to try that when it's warm.
No.
Like, it's bad cold.
It was flavoured water.
Yeah. So we might do that next week or the week after. All right, go. What do you want? Go, quickly, before you forget.
We need to put something against Han Ice.
Well, because Han Ice is a light beer, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you have to think, what's another shitty fucking beer or light beer then? That's what I mean.
Of course.
Dude, it's a full strength beer, so we can't do that.
Not by the fucking taste of it.
Yeah. All right. So go back onto your topic.
That's just that that was the brain fart that I had, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah. Fucking Han Ice. Just do a repeat of fucking, your story.
Back when I was 15, yeah.
I'll just buy you a slab and just go crazy.
Yeah, and it's 30 can slabs too.
Fuck that, man. That's like, yeah.
Ragey. Something for you to clean up.
Oh. Dude, that's like, she'd clean up and then it would just come straight back out.
Yeah.
Fuck that. You nasty boy.
Yeah.
Man, like, I'm sick of fucking throwing up in the mornings because I have to fucking...
Yeah, and I honestly don't... Like, here's the thing, she throws up and it's nothing.
It's mainly like bile, like you say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's about it. Yeah. And it's not like I'm feeding her any different.
Yeah.
There's nothing actually wrong with her.
Yeah.
She's just being a bitch.
Yeah. See, anytime when she throws up in my room, it's never on the actual fucking floor. It's always
on your bed.
No, it's not on the bed, thankfully. That I would actually be like...
No, once she did.
No.
You said that she did.
No, I think...
You cleaned your sheets afterwards.
No, because the sheets were on the ground.
Oh.
That's what, yeah.
I thought you said on the bed.
No, they weren't on the beds. But, no, but anytime she does throw up, she's always, like, on the fucking, like, sheet, on my sheets or anything that's on the ground. It's not on the actual fucking hard floorboards.
It's like a habit with doing it on the carpet.
Oh, yeah, it's
the only carpet we have besides from out here in the entire house.
That's actually true. So we've got this carpet here, and then there's like a little stairs that lead up to the toilet, and just like a little another little room sort of area.
Just a little landing.
Pretty much. And then the rest of it is all floorboards. And then I brought like a rug, like, when we first moved in here. Anytime she has to fucking, shit somewhere or throws up, it's always...
No, it's not shit. Shit, it's always cat litter.
Yeah.
Or in that area anyway.
But anytime she has to throw up, it's on that.
Carpet.
It's just never on the floorboards. Yeah. There's times where I'm trying to rush her to the actual like litter box or somewhere to have her throw up, but I'm just like, fuck it, just throw on the bloody floorboards because at least I know I can clean it quickly. Because she'll just sit there, minding her business, and then all you hear is a.
And then here's the thing though. There's a lot of time that she'll start that, and then you'll start giving her attention, and she'll stop.
No, 100% of the time, every time she's doing that, I'm just fuck, she's about to throw up.
Yeah.
And froze up. And it's not like a small amount either. It's always like a.
No, there's a lot of times that she's a small amount.
No, every time I've seen it, it's always been like this massive like.
Yeah, but I also deal with it a lot more.
Yeah, that's true. Because anytime I have to deal with it, it's always in my fucking room.
Yeah. That's because I can't have her in my room. She wakes me up.
Yeah.
Like,
At least
constantly.
I think I wake her up. That's the fucking
That's because you could set off a shotgun in your head while you're sleeping and you won't wake up.
Yeah. Actually, towards the end, I've actually got a story about how deep I can sleep, actually.
He goes to bed 5 minutes later.
No, okay. Do you have any other topics that you want to talk about? Like, you had something about COVID or something about bloody after Sydney before I rudely interrupted.
No, I don't think it was after Sydney.
No, it was after like the lockdown or something. No, because it was after Sydney and up just before with the search for the worst.
No, that was like I said. It was the harness thing that just.
Oh,
came to
that's
my
what
head.
it was.
Yeah, that's why I had a giggle. You just looked too much into it.
Okay. No, there was something before it. Oh, okay, whatever.
I'm
okay,
starting to get tipsy. I haven't eaten.
Yeah. Okay, so this is like
We're mixing our alcohols. Jaeger, Lager, now beer.
beer. Two kinds of different beer, which you're not meant to mix beers.
Oh, we're gonna be fuck-eyed.
Okay, so unfortunately, I hated this because as soon as I found out about this, we were like a day or two away from recording the podcast before the lockdown. So this is about a week or two old, which pisses me.
We literally had organised, okay, we're going to do it on this day. Yep, all good. Let's get this done. We've done our research, everything like that.
Yeah, and I came up to him and was like, oh man, I've got some really good topics for this one. And then lockdown happened. So it's actually relating to YouTube, or a YouTuber actually.
Yeah.
Do you know the YouTuber by the name of Marcus Dibble?
No.
Okay, so Marcus Dibble, virtually at this point, he was a YouTuber.
Yeah.
He did a lot of as call out videos where he sort of call out videos which he basically got one onto other YouTubers and talked about how they how they exploit and all that. So with how with Rice Gum and all that kind of stuff. So he talks about how Rice Gum's does his YouTubing in that when he was at the time. So he called him out, talked about the hypocrisies about the shit that they do and all that kind of stuff, and challenged them to respond to him. So then it's this whole thing. So he was really good at pointing out the flaws and bad characteristics of and how people were manipulated by these people, like by YouTube, obviously clickbaits and all that. But he also had a business where he was a photographer, and he took photos of models and also other models as well, like in quotations.
Yeah.
So, but it was like a week or two ago he got convicted. Well, no, he pled guilty and got a sentence for grooming a 13 to 15-year-old. Yeah.
There seems to be a lot of that going around lately.
Yeah. So the story is basically, this person, contacts him, then they start, having an online...
Usual bullshit.
Yeah, so and then he starts grooming her and all that kind of stuff. And then, he pled guilty because he admitted to all of it because he realized he fucked up.
Yeah.
And maybe also that the prosecution turned around and said, plead guilty and we'll...
Yeah.
If you don't, then you're going away.
Yeah.
So he
Deal.
So he got paid. So he has to pay a fine, and he has to, he's on an 18-month good behavior bond, and he also has to register as a sex offender for 15 years. So yeah, and I remember because I was at work, and the TVs were going and all that kind of stuff, and I looked into the bistro, and it was the news going, and it had the reporter going, but there was no audio, so I could only figure out what the fuck was going on, and I saw the picture and I looked at it and went, hang on, that looks like Marcus Dibble. And I started going into it and literally it was like, oh, Marcus Dibble. But I was just watching the news. I couldn't hear it. There was no subtitles, so I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Which is weird because they normally have subtitles in that extent.
Not all. No,
I mean at venues like that.
Yeah. But this one didn't for some reason. But it was also because it was live news as well. So it's a bit hard to keep up. So I'm literally looking at it and I'm just at the time I was like, because they turned around and says YouTube creep or online creep, and I'm thinking to myself from the videos that I've seen of him, he doesn't seem like a creep. He seems like a troll, but he's not a creep. Then I jumped onto my phone and it's Oh, yeah. Now he is a creep.
Ooh, well,
So
damn.
that's the thing, because I actually watched, I was actually subscribed to Dibble, and I stopped subscribing to him about a year and a half, 2 years ago, because, or about a year or so ago, because, like, he wasn't producing content anymore. So I just went, oh, you're a dead channel. I don't feel like watching you anymore. I don't watch a lot of your stuff anymore. Because I remember the last video he was talked about where he says, like, he's in some legal trouble and, he can't go on about it and such and such and such, right?
Here's the legal trouble?
Well, no, because at the time I assumed because of what the legal trouble, because he was actually in legal trouble, because he was doing something where a person DMCA'd him and got his Instagram taken down, which was basically his portfolio for all his photos.
Yeah.
So, he can't advertise to models about being, hey, come to me, I'll take your photos and that to you. So that's what I assumed it was at the time.
So in other words, they affected his actual business.
Well, this person did.
Yeah.
So then he released a video a couple of months later going talking about the troubles. So I assumed at the time, it was like, oh, he's probably suing her, taking it to court and all that kind of stuff. And then now it's found out, oh, this is why you're fucking, saying that you're in legal trouble, because you're
in deep shit.
Yeah, you're grooming this fucking 13-year-old, and then, over the years and all that kind of stuff. And I think what busted him was basically, he got an Airbnb and invited her over. And then the mother was like, yeah, that's not happening. Called the police. They went along, arrested him, and then they raided his house and they found, explicit thing of child stuff, right?
Yeah.
And also steroids. It's just like, yeah, of course.
We both know where he injects those.
Maybe. So YouTuber, so another, YouTuber who is actually, properly convicted of sex, because this has been an actual bloody, he was actually grooming and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, as you've mentioned a few times now.
Yeah.
You're starting to repeat yourself, mate.
Well, because I just want to, just get it out there. It's like, hey, this is what he's done and all that kind of stuff.
You've already set that up.
But I mean, because I'm saying it because it's also compared, because people are comparing it to sort of like what happened with Call Me Carson, because he got done, because they apparently he was supposedly grooming a person, or he was having getting sexually or whatever it was, right?
Okay, I'm over beer.
Yeah, but what the problem?
booth.
Yeah. But the problem was as well, because he's like 19 or 20 at the time, and the chick that he was talking to was 17 years of age.
Yeah.
But people turn around and saying, oh, he's a pedophile. Yeah. Mind you, he is an American. So remember what the age of consent is over in America, which is 18. Yeah. But then, because technically he's like 19 and she's 17, so people were like drawn to the conclusion, oh, pedophile.
It's a 2-year age gap.
Especially at that age. See, if he was like 29, she's 17. Oh, it's a bit of...
Yeah, it's a little bit more... It's a lot more sus, but like 2 years.
Yeah. But,
19,
yeah.
17.
Yeah.
So
I had a feeling like people were going to start comparing him to that, but at least people weren't. Like, Dibble did what he did and all that kind of stuff.
Like, there's a lot I've actually seen.
Like who else?
One of Jimmy Fallon's Saturday Night Live cast members.
Yeah.
Have been now getting taken to court, with Jimmy Fallon and most of the cast also being put on as defense. About 15-year-old girl.
Okay.
And yeah.
So they're basically trying to get Jimmy to go. Did you know this was going on or not?
Did you know this was going on to one of your close co-workers?
Yeah. So now it's either he does I didn't know this was going on, or he does.
No, there's evidence that she was attending VIP rooms and parties with all the cast.
Yeah. Well,
crew.
But if he turns around and says, I didn't know what was going on. I just, that's the whole. So it depends on what he says. That's what I mean.
Simple fact is, from the deposition and all that, you'd have to be fucking blind to not see what was going on.
Well, I mean, if he wants to keep his career, he better be fucking blind.
Oh yeah,
that's what I mean. Because if he turns around and says, "Yeah, I saw all this going on," boom, Jimmy Fallon's
then
gone.
There's another fucked up one.
Well, the Jimmy. What's the other fucked up one?
No, did you? There was another one. He was arrested, I think, last week. And there's actually video footage and all that. Oh, should say she was arrested last week. Yeah, I don't think it's. I'm uncomfortable talking about it, to be perfectly honest.
What the fuck happened?
So someone big in. Oh shit! Sorry, I'm starting to get drunk. Someone that was well known in social media got, amongst certain crowds, got done for doing very, very wrong things with his severely mentally ill mother.
Ben Shapiro?
No. No, he's got a wife and she fine.
I hate Ben Shapiro.
But his wife's hot.
Yeah, but he's such an idiot. He really is. He has no idea what the fuck he's ever talking about.
See, I used to have him on podcast, but here's the thing: I got sick and tired of hearing ads every 2-3 minutes.
See, for me with Ben Shapiro, what sort of drew the line of how stupid he was to me was when he was talking about global warming.
See, here's the thing: I don't really listen to his stuff anymore. But when it comes to debating, my God, the man's a beast. I enjoy his debates, and that's about it.
Now, like for me, I don't believe anything he has to say because he has no idea what the fuck he's talking about.
He used to be good.
Well,
you got to admit, he used to be good, really good.
It's sort of like he's got a checklist in his head that he has to, go through. And if it sort of deviates away from it, then he forces it back into it. So one of the
in other words, he's very strict down the line. He's got no ability to adapt.
Exactly. He's got a very sort of it all has to go in this way. If it doesn't go in it, get it back into it. Because one of the things that he talked about was with global warming was, within people living in these low-lying, coastal areas and all that kind of stuff. The next few years, if the water raises up, a certain amount of feet, people, are going to lose their homes. So what people are going to do, people will just, sell their homes and move inland. Who the fuck's going to buy the house?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I mean. So he's just like, people will just move out and sell their houses. To who? Who the fuck's going to buy the house?
Yeah. I will say, we're sorry, audience, that I couldn't give more information. It's just, let's just say you can find out for yourself. It's a very uncomfortable subject. It's mainly because, as you know, I watch Quartering a lot.
Yeah.
And he did 2 or 3 episodes on it, and it was just made me go, what the ever-loving fuck is going on?
So who's the person?
I don't have my phone on me, or else I would tell you. You know what I'm like with names.
Yeah. So what? Okay, but what's the industry that they're in?
My guess is more comic and things like that.
Okay, fair enough. Well,
they were big at one stage. Now they're what they're big in is more like it's more of a very specific genre, and it's not mainstream anymore.
Fair enough. Yeah, well, over the last couple of weeks anyway, the amount of freaking people, getting found out for being sexual assaulters, like fucking Cuomo or Kumi or whatever his fucking name. Cuomo.
Yeah, that one made me happy.
What a stupid name he has,
Cuomo. Oh, yeah, and his brother.
Fucking Cuomo.
His brother is a reporter on CNN.
Oh, come on.
I'm not joking.
God.
There's the big, one of the biggest things they got a lot of bullshit for was, him and his brother, his brother got him onto CNN, interviewing him and do that. Obviously massive, what's the term? Conflict of interest.
Oh, yeah.
Because, major news thing and, a mayor
of New York.
Yeah. And
governor. Was he governor?
I think it was governor.
Yeah, governor of New York.
But they did a skit with a giant Q-tip and fucking...
Yeah.
They got so much shit for that. But, yes, Cuomo is gone, gave resignation. Why they gave resignation, just said, nah, fuck off.
Yeah,
I do
because
not,
I remember
not
seeing a
understand.
part of his announcement of his resignation where it's sort of like because I was back from like in the older times where you can go up and hug people and
Yeah,
kiss them.
I just did this with everyone. It wasn't just women. I did it with everyone. And it's like, how the fuck is that okay? This woman is saying that you put your hand up her blouse to cop a feel.
Oh man, like just what we used to do back in 19.
This is what I do that with everyone. Yeah, I'd love to see you try and do that with a bloke. He'd turn around and fucking knock you out.
Yeah,
I do it to Bobo, but
no,
he don't complain much.
I'll fucking knock you straight out.
Giggity.
Yeah, yeah. Shit. Yeah, no, I did not believe a single word he had to say. Like
Oh fuck no, he's a piece of shit. Like here's the thing is like. And I'll agree with Midwest Lee and Tim Pool on this as well. This son of a bitch is going to get in shit and be allowed to quit his job for being a sexual deviant and molesting multiple women and other people. Yet forcing COVID positive people into nursing homes to kill a massive amount of elderly, he's getting away scot-free.
Yeah, well, it's sort of the whole, like, you can either quit or,
Quit, yeah, but here's the
quit,
thing.
or if we fire you, we're pressing you with all these fucking...
No, it's simple fact is he's quitting, and they're allowing him to give 2 weeks' notice for the molestation.
Yeah.
Not the tens of thousands dead.
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, fine, no.
Because it would just get...
It fucking pisses me off.
Because, it won't happen. Like,
I know.
Yeah.
They're in a Biden state now, so trust me, I know.
Well, it's not even that. Even if, Kumi or whatever, like, what was
Cuomo.
If Cuomo was a Republican and Trump was saying, it would have been pardoned as well.
No, I reckon if Trump wasn't in and he was a Republican, they would drag him across the coals.
Nah, not really. I don't see Trump doing something.
Harris would.
Well, that's Paris.
Harris.
Oh, Harris. Kamala Harris.
She would.
Well,
she would drag them across burning hot holes with pitchforks on the end of it.
No, not really. She wouldn't. To be actually honest.
You give the Democrats too much credit.
No, because they're too corporatists, and they won't do it. They wouldn't do it.
Nah. Each to our own.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, we can think all we want, but we never get evidence. We'll never. Blah, blah, blah. I am getting tipsy. Fuck. But yeah, it's just hypothetical.
Yeah, and if so, he would just get Epsteined anyway. So
yeah,
that's what I mean. It just wouldn't really matter.
Yeah,
it's just like, as we've seen, like, powerful, influential people, as soon as they get into prison, Epsteined.
McAfee,
Epstein.
McAfee, Epstein. Who else is next?
Christine Maxwell, but they're sort of like waiting for the right time for her.
I'm still waiting for them to Epstein Trump.
Well, he has to go to prison first.
Yeah, it doesn't. They haven't stopped trying. It's failing every time.
Because they're only trying to get a criminal conviction against his name, so
he can never run for president again.
Which, I mean, at this point, just why bother?
Just give up.
No, I'm talking about Trump. Like, look, you've already
inscribed
your name in history. Leave it at that. Just retire happily at Mar-a-Lago.
So who's probably next Republican candidate then?
I don't know. I don't watch a lot of American. If anyone, it's going to be probably out of the 3 people I know, Ted Cruz, Marco Rubio, or fucking. That's about it, really. That's about
honestly, Cruz is probably the best bet.
That's what I mean. Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, because I don't believe the Republican establishment would want to have Trump back in again. They do not want him back in.
Well, here's the thing. Can't really say bull in a China shop because Mythbusters already proved that that's false.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, that's only yeah. But I just
it's more like batter. They don't want the battering ram back in.
Yeah. Well, they don't. Well, They don't want him back in. They really.
It'd be like ordering something from Bad Dragon.
But
you know it. You like it, but you know it's gonna destroy you.
See, because so the Republicans won't have him back in, and if he wants to run as an independent, but he won't win as an independent.
No, unfortunately, two-party system.
Yeah, well, even though it's different, anyone can become president. It's just
it's a two-party system.
It's literally a two-party state, basically. But yeah, and even if he did run, he would take a lot of votes away from Republicans and letting Democrats constantly win until he stops.
Now, I want to get onto something, because as I said, we were going to bring this up during this.
Yeah, go for it.
So that way we can get other people's opinion on
Okay.
it. You bloody murderer.
Well, hurry up, go. What's the topic?
You already know. So here's Bobo playing Witcher 3.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you.
And in Witcher 3, there is a quest where a gentleman, unfortunately, has the bad case of occasionally turning into a werewolf.
Lycanthropy.
And Bobo killed this poor gentleman after, the investigation was his wife gone missing. He hires you to try and find his wife. You find out that he suffers lycanthropy, and his wife was lured to where he locks himself up by his wife's, isn't it his wife's sister?
Yes.
Because she wanted to be with him, so she lured her sister there, so while in his crazed state, killed her. Now, Bobo sees that as reason for him to die, because he was used in his affected state to kill someone. I disagree with that.
My argument is that playing as a witcher, you are a monster hunter, and the contract was to find his wife. But it also, it also assumed that you killed the creature that took his wife, right? But as I found out that, the whole story comes towards the end of the conclusion where, the sister basically made the husband kill the wife, and he turned around and says, well, I'm going to kill you now. Thus giving me justification to kill the werewolf because he had the intent to kill the woman.
See, whereas I say intent doesn't just because you have intent doesn't mean you will actually you have the intent, yes, but you may not commit the act. So thus there's always the doubt.
But no, but if we talk about even
reasonable doubt.
No, but the thing is
reasonable doubt.
But if you look into modern times, even within our laws, you can still be charged with a crime if you have the intent. No, there was no reasonable doubt. He literally turned around and says, I'm going to kill you now.
Yeah, whereas I say that he shouldn't have killed him at that point.
So you're going based on the fact that, I could let the werewolf kill the woman, get the reward, then kill the werewolf.
Yes. Because then he is guilty of a crime and actually seen guilty of said crime, so thus...
But I prevented the death of a person.
You prevented the death of a person that caused purposefully with planning the death of another.
So then I shouldn't have killed the bloody woman in the well then. The noon right.
Noon Wraith was a ghost. It was already dead.
Yeah, but it didn't kill anybody, but I killed it.
Killed multiple.
No, it didn't. No one said that. Alright, well then any creature, basically, before it kills something.
Ghouls kill people constantly.
They mostly eat the dead.
Griffins.
Yeah. But I'm just
Vampires are a given.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. But the intent was there, though.
Neckers, constantly killing people.
Neckers, yeah.
What are the ones in the water?
Drowners.
Yeah. In their name, drowner. Pretty much everything in that world kills people consistently.
Yeah. Okay, well then...
But here's the thing. My argument is because when it comes to things with higher intelligence, you have to ease up your bloodthirst a little.
It wasn't bloodthirst. It was an act of basically an act of kindness because he suffered from lycanthropy. And he also not only killed his own wife, which, I can forgive that because he was obviously in the midst of
used.
He was in the midst of his transformation and blurred and, dazed and all that kind of stuff. But he turned around and intently turned around and said, I'm going to kill you now, therefore preventing the death of another person.
He wanted to avenge his wife.
But he killed her, and she turned around and said, look, my intention was not to have her die. It was just to, bring her there, show her that you're a werewolf, therefore she run off, and I would love you from then on. But then you acted out and killing her. Therefore, what? So
she's committed manslaughter. Not straight up murder, but manslaughter.
But like third degree manslaughter, which is like the lowest.
I wouldn't say third degree. There was always an obvious, apparent risk, and she knew that.
Yeah, but it was still like third degree manslaughter.
I wouldn't say
okay, I'll agree on second degree manslaughter, unintentional bloody manslaughter.
Yeah.
It was not intentional.
She purposely brought her into an extremely dangerous situation.
That's still unintentional. Like, if she turned around and said, "Look, yeah, I
purposefully brought her into an extremely dangerous situation,"
but as she says, like with only intent of showing the bloody husband his true form. It's not that she brought you that. Like, I will bring you here so then he can kill you. That's not even like intentional manslaughter. It's unintentional manslaughter.
And then he killed this poor creature with higher intelligence.
He was going to kill that woman.
And the bitch deserved it.
Not really. She was acting out of love. I'll even go as far as...
She was acting out of jealousy.
Jealousy and love. Because she loved him no matter what. And she was going like, I bet you my bitch fucking sister...
If she loved him so much, she would have let him be happy.
Fuck that. No, fuck you. She was going on the, he's going to hide his true form and she's going to be living in and he's going to be, this whole love relationship is going to be based on a lie. I'm going to fucking expose the truth. Show that she will run off away, scared. And I will show that I will truly love you no matter what. And it's not her fault that he fucking, in a blind rage, killed her. And then he turned around and said, look, because it's your fault that you brought her here, which I will agree, I'm going to kill you now. Fuck off. That is intent. That is my reason to kill the fucking werewolf at that time.
You're Britain, he's India.
The British dominated India for how many fucking years?
You dominated him with your silver sword.
Exactly. And I did it rightly. I know what
See, with me, I'd wait until he kills the woman, get the reward, and kill him so I get extra reward.
I didn't care about the fucking reward. I just wanted to kill the fucking werewolf because he was going to kill an innocent...
You're playing a game and you don't care about the reward?
Honestly, I don't. I care more about the Gwent cards. Now that I say that, I could have probably used the money to buy Gwent cards. I can't believe there's a game out there in this fucking world where it makes me want to play another fucking game based off the game that's in the game.
And the game based on the game that's based on the game actually has about, I don't know, 20 or 30 times more cards.
Yeah, and it's a fucking more popular than the game itself. It's more the standalone game is more popular than The Witcher.
Really?
I think so. Like a lot more people.
No, we need to check Steam for that one.
Probably.
Granted, I do also have it on the PS4.
I'm gonna fucking be. Is it free to play?
Yes.
I'm fucking
but
down.
There's microtransaction to the fuck house.
I don't give a shit. I'll fucking if I have to, I'll do it. But I want to play some. The fact that like
he will spend money on this. On a free-to-play game, he will spend money. I can guarantee it.
I already fucking do.
He doesn't... No, you don't very often.
Not very often, but when I want to do it, like, the fact that, like, Gwent...
And also, he wants to kick my ass in Gwent.
Yeah. The fact that, like, the game Gwent... Like, the fact that, like, the game Gwent in The Witcher, I fucking... Anytime I get the chance to play it, I fucking play it.
As long as there's the thing, that's why you need a guide to make sure you don't miss out on any cards.
I don't even care about playing, looking for cards. I just want to play Gwent.
Yeah, but especially when you go into the DLC, the players there, because it also adds the new Skellige deck as well. The players there are a lot fucking harder.
Well,
you need to make sure you have a good deck.
Yeah. Well, I'm already fucking onto bloody trying to get the unique card from the Baron, but he's so fucking he's tough.
He plays monsters, doesn't he?
No, he doesn't. No, he plays
I thought he played.
No, not the Baron. The Baron plays spy cards.
Oh, so he plays a deck like mine.
Plays a lot of spy cards, and then he has also spoiled bogs. So he just kills like a lot of your fucking
Yep.
So he will just fucking whittle you out with fucking spy cards, allowing him
to draw more
cards, and then he will just hit you with spoiled bogs.
Like spy. Okay, for those people who don't play in the Gwent card game, when you bring out a spy card, you put it on the opponent's side of the field, and they get that that attack power from that card and everything like that.
So the 4 attack points go to you, not to the opponent. But
they gain the 4 attack points.
No, so you gain no. So because I've been playing it. So the spy card comes over to you. So they play the spy card. That means you get.
No, that's what I mean. If you're playing a spy card,
yeah,
your opponent
that's what I was
gets the 4 points.
Well, I was doing the reverse.
Yeah, you were doing the reverse of it getting used on you. I'm doing it. I was explaining you actually using it.
Yeah.
So you put it on your opponent's side of the deck. They gain the attack points of it, but you get to draw 2 cards.
Draw 2 cards, and if you start getting
and then the fun part is when you kill them, they return to your graveyard. Then you use skills to bring things from your graveyard back into your hand, and guess what? Out it goes onto there and draw another 2 cards.
Yeah, so
it's fucking good.
Yeah, well, the idea behind the spy card,
fucking evil.
Yeah, well, the whole idea behind spy cards is to literally build up your freaking hand. So you're giving yourself.
That's why I mean my deck is fucking dangerous because I've got shit to bring back from graveyard, and all my shit matches. So it's like, oh look, next thing you know, I'm bringing out 3 things that are like 4 attack power.
Yeah.
Oh, look, they've got their hand-holding symbol. Guess what? That means they all link. Oh, look, they're now 12 each.
Yeah. See, I'm sort of going with a bit of a siege sort of focused.
That's because you're still in early game.
Sorry?
That's because you're still in early game.
Yeah, and siege, because with my, leaders card, I can literally just double the effects of, siege weapons.
Yeah, here's the thing, siege becomes so later on.
Yeah. But early, well, right now we're early game. Well, the fact that, I can turn around and go, let's say I have, 18 points into Siege, and then they start building up. Then all of a sudden, Leader's card, doubles it. Oh, guess what? Now, it's 32 fucking points.
Yeah, but you always save that until the very last little bit.
Well, because the idea is sort of...
I've honestly ended my turn, and next thing you know, I've been bent over sideways.
Yeah, well, that's why, because I sort of,
Because it's look, I've got, 60 attack points advantage.
Yeah.
End my turn. Nope.
No, because I intentionally try and lose the first round sometimes, because what the idea behind it is I'm trying to build up enough points in the first round.
Yeah, I'm probably the same with you. I lose the first, but then the second one I give it half-assed, and then the third one's like, nah, you're fucked.
No. Well, the idea behind it is I try and build up enough points in the first round. Pass my turn, lose the first turn, but then therefore they've had to use an extra 2 or 3 cards.
Yeah, I'm the same.
And then the second turn I beat them, and then because I'm using the Northern Realms, so every time I win a round I gain a card. So and then I start
See, whereas me, I mainly use Nilfgaard. Because Nilfgaard's actually...
I don't have enough Nilfgaard.
Yeah, Nilfgaard has a lot of spies.
Yeah, I've definitely noticed that, and I really want to get Nilfgaardian.
And Nilfgaard's got a lot of spies, and they're also pretty good with the cards that link. They've got links on all 3.
Yeah.
They've got links on infantry, on archers, and siege, and it makes fucking powerful ass.
But I tend to do a lot of counter archer.
Yeah,
because I run with at least a minimum of 2 impenetrable fogs.
Yeah,
but I also run around with 2 clear weathers because then I can leave it for my siege or my front line.
See, whereas my decks become just brute force, I don't have any weather effects in my deck.
You have clear skies at least.
I've got 1 clear sky, and I always have it in my deck. It's for one of those if I have a clear skies and I get it in my hand.
Yeah.
It doesn't leave my hand until right at the end of the turn.
That's what I tend to hold on.
It's just like, guess what? You're fucked. Especially for later on, you get those skills that's highest attack power, dead.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, all my highest attack powers are currently under the effects of raw weather. So it's like, yeah, okay, kill the next one. All good.
Yeah.
Guess what? Chris goes, oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Does your ass hurt?
Yeah. I even try to hold it until they pass their turn because they're like, okay, you're
Yeah,
a shit.
I always hold it off until they pass their turn. That
And then
way it can't come back and bite me in the ass.
Yeah. Wow, that stemmed into a Gwent fucking.
Yes, like he's honestly like if right now I'm playing Breath of the Wild, and if I wasn't playing that, I would be playing. It would have been just with how we talk about it, or how much we talk about it. I would have probably been jumping on to The Witcher 3, and it's just like, oh, do I want to go down that rabbit hole?
My issue is right now is like, my issue is I'm thinking about downloading Gwent and just playing that now.
Yeah, but right now I know what you're like. You're going down a serious Witcher 3 rabbit hole, and you will go down it for a while.
Yeah, but I think Gwent is sort of starting to
It's starting to. I will say the standalone makes the one in game look like fucking nothing. There's a lot more rules.
Yeah,
a lot more card effects. Obviously, as a standalone, it's a lot fucking harder than what you'd think.
Yeah, but I still want to give it.
And there is, let's say, you will be tempted to spend a little money. That's why I don't play it all that often.
Well, I'll probably download it tonight or maybe tomorrow.
I know you will.
I know I will. Even I know I will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, anything else you want to talk about?
I'm very tempted to hire Mortal Kombat tonight and watch it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we still haven't seen it, and it's like, it's been a while. Like, here's the thing, you know how Amazon Prime was like, just buy it, nothing else. And it's like, well,
don't they usually do buy and rent?
But remember how we were talking about this once before, and it's like they were only giving the buy.
At the time, yeah.
Yeah. Well, now they're rent for like $7.
I think when we started talking about it was because it literally had just come out.
Yeah, but it's like, man, now it's a month or so later, and it's like, oh, I can rent it now. It's like, ooh.
Okay, so you're gonna give that a watch and then probably,
Yeah, well, the Monster Hunter movie is shit, but I've from a review I saw as well, the Legend of the Guild on Netflix for the Monster Hunter Legend of the Guild. It's a CGI animation thing. Yeah. But supposedly a review I saw on it, it's actually really good.
Okay.
So I was like, see what happens. But at the same time, I started watching Spice and Wolf.
No, Spice. Yeah.
I haven't actually seen it, so
yeah. Oh well, you would actually enjoy this actually because I was browsing H Anime a couple of nights ago, and guess what's on there now?
What?
A less censored version of Interspecies Reviewer, 2 episodes. Yep.
I love that show.
So it
is funny as shit.
It's less censored.
Okay, now Interspecies Reviewer is a very, very messed up anime. Yes. At the same time,
what do we
like? Bo's like, it's like it's like, think of it as a mainstream. Honestly, let's face it, mainstream hentai.
Why don't you give us a synopsis of it then, since you're such a big fan?
I'm a big fan because it's funny as fuck.
Well, then give us a synopsis then.
Basically, one little elf boy, one human male, and one angel hermaphrodite are on a quest to fuck at least one of every goddamn mythical species on the planet.
Comedy.
It is fucking funny.
No, you want funny?
High School DxD.
You want even more funnier? All right, that is
you like. Hang on, okay, I'll give you that one.
Because I've expressed this to Brendan, right, like a night or two ago.
Oh right? Shit!
I'm gonna learn how to do, how to write up, screenplays. That's something I want to write.
Oh, yeah.
See, I want to learn how to do write up screenplays because that's one of my ultimate goals is to write a screenplay, not even get it published or try to make a movie or anything.
It's just mainly for your personal. It's just
like
entertainment.
Well, it's not entertainment. It's like an achievement, basically. Yeah. Because I feel like I want to accomplish something.
Yeah.
And I want to try and write a screen.
Oh, Bobo, you always accomplish something in my heart.
Ugh, I'll pass. But the thing is,
it
I
might
want to
be
write.
cold, dead, and dark,
Yeah.
but still.
Yeah. So I want to write, but the thing is, I don't want to write a screenplay. I want to write multiple screenplays for different kinds of movies. But this one, I feel like if I'm going to do a screenplay of it, I want to get it done. And I want to do a screenplay for a hentai anime series.
He wants to do his own version of Interspecies Reviewer, just based
No.
in a school.
No.
Okay. Sorry, my bad. As he put it, it's more like what's the term I'm looking for?
Parody?
Thank you. I'm mental blank. I am tipsy as fuck.
Good.
He wants to do a parody of like every single mainstream hentai
Genres.
genre. Thank you. Again, tipsy as fuck. Genre, and set it into a school setting.
Yeah. So he just explained it all. Thank you very much. Yeah. So he got basically
Even with my drunk brain.
Yeah.
There you got me. Good
Yeah.
work.
So I want to try and get at least like, the top 20 or top 25 most popular genres, sort of trying to figure out the statistics. And
Yeah, we're set on the tentacle one. That one was fucking brilliant.
the tentacle one, like obviously tentacle's going to be there.
Yep.
But so the idea behind it is that it's just like, again, it's like a normal, like, schoolboy who just happens to attend a hentai school where
I just had the all
right.
You could kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
What 2 genres?
The sensei one.
What, the teacher or
Yeah.
the principal? You
No,
mean?
the sensei.
Okay.
Sensei one with the old fart. Or the
Ugly bastard.
Ugly bastard.
I kind of had that one already in my mind.
Sensei
already.
and ugly bastard, and that not the principal, but one of the teachers.
I already
2 birds, 1 stone.
kind of had that in my mind already. Like I'm already like 12 steps ahead of you on this.
Oh
one.
yeah, you've been thinking about it consistently.
So because like
you have to have one of the weird like little sister or little brother obsession one as well.
trust me, like I said, I'm 12 steps ahead of you on this one already. I've been thinking about ideas and what I want to do. And the one popular one that I really want, I think I'm going to have to turn around and say because I've already like built up the hype.
Oh god, here we go. Go.
Um,
I'm out of vodka.
well, you still got your beers.
I'll swap you my beers for your vodka. It'll keep me drinking.
Okay, I'm going to take you up on that deal.
We both know what I'm like when I'm drinking. Yeah. And I'm not a big fan of beer, so it's all his.
I better say, I better get fucking 2 of them.
Oh fuck yeah, you get both. I just want the vodka.
Okay. So obviously
Giggity.
that's falling into the top 20, top 25. Or, okay. I'm trying to. That's the thing. I'm trying to figure out if it's top 20 or top 25. But I'm going to say top 25 for now.
Okay, so we're going to have the harem, obviously. We're going to have the incest, obviously. We're going to have the tentacle monster,
Yeah.
the ugly bastard, the sensei.
NTR, whatever. Like the thing is that I want to make sure I do the research and make sure to see what the top 25 are because I don't want to be like off my own assumptions because if I do that, it's like, oh, hang on, you didn't do this one, which is actually maybe a higher statistic compared
Monster Girl?
Depends. That's what I mean. I want to do research because I don't want to do so many
Yeah.
because then that would just
Well, just Monster Girl would be just one student.
maybe. But the idea behind it is one like the one that I was. I can't believe I'm gonna have to talk about this.
Come on.
So it's basically I want this to be within the first episode where basically he gets there and he's introduced and he's been shown around the school.
Keep in mind the main character is meant to be someone that has comes into this school from just completely normal, like a completely normal person and just entered into this world and going, what the fuck is going on?
That's what I mean. So he has no idea, like hentai itself is like being all happening in this school. It's like he's literally normal, like he's just a normal school student, not like in the. So the idea is, so he's been shown around the school, and one of the students is like, I'm thinking it's gonna be a she, and she's gonna be doing like, and also one of the rules is that you have to always walk around in pairs or as a group. And he goes, why is that? And then all of a sudden, all they hear is like, hey, such and such. I haven't figured out names yet.
Yep.
And it's just like, hey, how's it going? And it's just this male student just sort of like walking by himself, waving and all that kind of stuff. And all of a sudden, a tentacle monster just appears out of nowhere, grabs him and starts
violating him in ways that he probably should not be violated.
Yeah. And then, all of a sudden, it's just like he's being violated, and then a bunch of teachers just walk up with like brooms and just go, "Hey, stop it! No!" And they're like, and then he's just turning around, going, "Oh, what's that?" And he goes, "Oh," and she's like, "Oh, don't worry, that's just the principal." So the idea that I want is a.
Didn't you say they met up with the principal though? And
no. So the idea, the thing.
No, that's what you told me. Is that like,
Stop.
So you changed your
No. What I'm saying is that's the first scene of the introduction of the principal. Then he gets, and then maybe the main character gets sent to the principal's office about something, but then there's someone sitting in the corner, and he's like, "Oh, do they really need to be here?" And the principal's like, "Yeah, for your sake, it's
for your safety, it's best.
Yeah, for your sake, it's the best idea." That's where I was going.
Yeah.
See. Yeah, so that's the idea. I want to do at least maybe a 12 to maybe 20, maybe 12 first.
So here's the thing, though. One thing that I hate is that, well, for starters, trying to get a floppy disk reader is fucking damn near impossible these days.
Why floppy disk? What?
Because I have one of the old books that are written on a floppy disk still.
A book. Dude, we'll be able to find a floppy disk reader somewhere, man.
Yeah, I like where
So you wrote what? You wrote a book about?
Like we're back in fucking what?
Okay, this is something new.
I was about 14. 13,
okay, this
14.
is new. I have not heard. You're gonna have to talk about. So, what's the book about?
Okay, so keep in mind back then I was
Edgelord?
very big into Final Fantasy. I had just finished reading Del Toro Quest and all that.
Oh,
the old Del Toro Quest series.
Yep, I know Del Toro. They had the holographic book.
Yep. It was a kid, like, it's gonna have the basic startup, blah blah blah. Kid in a little village gets attacked by a massive monster. Village is half destroyed. Awakens the power, kills said beastie.
So generic as fuck as so far.
Yep, so far I know I need to do a lot of work. And he had get given a dagger. Starts off as a dagger anyway.
Yeah.
And goes on a quest to collect orbs to put into said dagger. Each orb that goes into the dagger, the sword goes from a dagger to a short sword. And so it gets bigger and bigger and more powerful, and then
I can definitely see where the Del Toro Quest influence came
here's
from.
The thing, though.
Yeah.
I actually, unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to find them, but I actually drew each of the stages of the sword.
Well, are you doing it as sort of like a novella, or is it like a picture book as well?
There's the thing, I'm not too sure. I just designed the sword so I knew what was in my own head.
Yeah.
And literally I drew from, there's like 8 or 9 orbs that went into the sword, and in the end go all the way up the center. But the final stage of the sword was, think of a massive two-handed claymore.
Yeah.
You had the basic hilt, almost like daggers.
Yeah.
3 daggers coming out of each side of that, and a massive blade coming up the middle.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Claymore, did you ever watch the anime series Claymore?
I enjoyed it.
Really?
Yes.
I actually was quite disappointed with it.
Yeah, trust me, the ending was shit.
Yeah.
Oh, the ending was crap as fuck.
Well, funny enough,
but it was actually like the actual show. If you take out the ending, wasn't too bad.
And maybe that fucking that whiny kid.
Oh, yeah, but he reminds me a lot of Zemetsu.
He was still fucking too much whiny.
Like I said, Zemetsu.
Yeah.
You know what Zemetsu is off, yes?
Yes.
Like I said, Zemetsu.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, because actually, fun fact, that was the second anime I ever watched, actually. That was
the very first anime I ever watched, Techno Man.
I watched Black Lagoon.
Yeah, I've got almost 10 years on you.
Yeah, Yeah.
Techno Man back on Cheese TV.
Yeah.
It was the 7 a.m. show, and here's the thing: problem is they played it in release order.
Yeah. Which is
what I found out in later years is the order of release is so fucked compared to what its actual order is.
Which is actually really, now that I think about it, Claymore's a lot like bloody
Berserk.
No, I'm about to say like The Witcher.
Oh yeah,
it's a lot like The Witcher, isn't it?
Yeah, so much except like witches, they can't turn into massive monstrosity monsters that are going to kill everything.
Yeah, but you're using a monster to kill a monster.
Yes.
Yeah, and everyone hates the monster that kills the monster. Yeah, see what I mean? Now,
yeah, and to think that came out late 90s, so around the same time as the first Witcher game, I think.
Probably no, maybe, who knows? Really, I didn't like that was the thing, like because I remember my friend, like my best friend back in at my hometown, he highly recommended it. So I was like, oh, I'll go out. I actually got the bloody disc version of it. That's how fucking dedicated I was to anime at the time. And then, I started watching it. I was like, oh, this is really good. This is really good. And then it was like, this is actually pretty bad.
Fuck, I forgot to tell you.
What?
Because I don't think you would have heard.
What?
You're going to get very excited.
What?
The next Evangelion's coming to Amazon Prime.
Oh my fucking god. But do they have all of them on Amazon Prime? That's going to be the better question.
Right now, I don't give a fuck as long as I find out where the other ones are.
Dude, like... We gotta
see, I don't have my phone on me. I'm just saying,
no,
what I heard is the fourth movie is coming on Amazon Prime, and it's coming very soon.
But dude, we have to do a rewatch of all of the fucking Evangelion.
I'm game.
Yeah, but we've already got Ergo Proxy, but we can't watch that because we need our
special medicine.
Special mind-altering medicine that we need.
We'll just send it as special medicine because here's the thing. I've seen Ergo Proxy in its entirety. I know what's coming. Here's the thing, though, because we haven't watched it for so long, we're going to have to sit down and actually do a proper rewatch of the start of it. It's been over a year.
And in our altered state again?
Yep.
Dude, like...
Or I'll sit you down and we'll just watch the whole thing.
No, I want to do it now. No, because I've been having way too much fun in the altered state, only because I'm trying to guess the bloody plot line. And when you get me sober, I'm fucking awesome at picking out fucking...
I will say, when he's sober, he watches, your 3-episode... Analysis. In other words, he can't watch something and enjoy it. He has to watch... When he watches something, he has to analyze it. When he's off his fucking face, it's funny as shit to watch him try and analyze it.
Oh, it's so fucking hard. Like
It gets to a point where I turn around and say, Bo, shut the fuck up, watch a bit, maybe then you might get some questions answered.
See, the only thing I can remember about Ergo Proxy was the fucking, the innuendo about the guy playing with his fucking toy, his feet.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, like, he's talking about his you're talking about giving me a hand job. That's all I got. That's all I can remember. I can't even remember anything about fucking Ergo.
My name's Pino. Because I explained to him, Ergo Proxy is a really good anime, but it fucks with your head.
And like you said, like I've got a very analytical mind when it comes to a lot of this. When I'm watching movies, TV series, and anime series, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm very good at picking out plot lines and all that kind of stuff.
But this one right now is throwing him for a fucking loop.
See, I could probably figure out. No, because I'm giving with this one because he's told me because I've never watched it before, and he's told me.
I haven't told you much.
No, but what you've told me is that it's a very complicated anime.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, and I have to give myself a a disadvantage.
Yeah.
I have to give myself a negative buff, basically.
Yeah, because it's complicated to understand the world, understand what's going on. It can be very hectic.
Yeah. Even though I've already picked out a few plot holes into the fucking thing, but he's tried to, and you've just tried to justify him and all that kind of stuff.
No, here's the thing: the plot hole, everything once the ending kicks, and you've gone fuck. Those plot holes close themselves up real quick.
Probably, but again, I like with ergo proxy. I'm only doing it in an altered state, and this is unfortunately this is not the altered state we're talking about.
Like
no,
I
we're
said,
talking about a different
special medicine.
exactly. Yeah. So when it comes with like anything, like I can not so much, or maybe with movies, but especially when it comes with like TV series and especially animes.
He does 3 episodes and he fucking nails it.
Oh well, my
He's
record.
an
Well,
arse.
my record is 1 episode, and that was for Guilty Crown. But that one was so predictable.
Like I will say, like when the 4th Evangelion movie gets released.
Oh shit! Yeah, we're gonna have to do a massive fucking watch.
Yeah, not just
111, 222, 333, and all the movies.
Not just the movies.
That's what I mean.
Start from episode 1.
Or from 111.
No.
Isn't 111 the first?
1 is the first movie of that series.
Yeah.
I'm talking the start.
Oh god, that's
because 111 is starts off at the events after the original series has happened. So after the end of Evangelion, and after what's the other one? There's 2 movies after. There's like the
111,
series.
222.
No. There's the series of Evangelion.
Yeah.
Then there's the end of Evangelion, and then there's another one, and then it's 111.
Oh, dude, like it's been so long since I've seen anything about Evangelion.
It's on Netflix.
I don't have Netflix, unfortunately.
Just pinch mine.
Well, I haven't asked for the password, so I'll get around to that eventually.
Yeah, eventually. I think does the partner have it? I'm not too sure. I think she asked it, but I can have it on 4 screens, and as long as I get it on my fucking laptop, I'm gonna get rid of my phone one because I don't use it on data. So laptop, if she has one, you have one, and I'll put it on the PS4. We're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with anime anyway, like I haven't been watching much of it anyway because a lot of it to me has just been so disappointing.
Time I got reincarnated as a slime, you still haven't watched, have you?
I've only watched like the first season.
Oh yeah, because you're waiting for the second season to actually. No, it's gotten real good.
Yeah, the thing is,
Fucker's a demon lord now, motherfucker.
Yeah, I haven't even brought myself to watch like the rest of Attack on Titan.
Oh, see, I'm waiting for the second half of the final season to come out.
Yeah, like I haven't even brought myself to start watching season 2 because I started reading the manga.
Yeah, you got way ahead.
I got way ahead compared to the actual bloody
anime.
Not even that.
Yeah,
I was literally waiting week for week. That's how far ahead I was. I was up to week.
Oh, fuck me.
So I knew up
and
to
also before the fall as well.
Oh yeah, I've only read like 1 or 2 books of those ones.
Nah, but they're like that's up.
It's definitely gonna get Attack on Titan. It's gonna get its spin-off of before the fall. I already see it happening.
They're gonna do the anime of it.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
they're definitely gonna.
And that's all prequel, isn't it?
So it takes place 30 years after when the wall was built.
After the wall was built.
Yes. Because...
Okay, so
70 years before the events of Attack on Titan.
Right, yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I think all I know so far from what I've read is it's literally all about the 3D maneuver gear.
Yeah, and its development.
Basically.
Right, yeah.
Because... do you mind if I spoil any of it? Or would you rather just wait?
I'll wait.
Okay, yeah. If there's nothing in like the next 2-3 years, if we're still, we're still going to be doing the podcast.
Oh fuck, that was nice.
Yeah. No, don't worry. You still got some more drinks beside you if you want them. Not that side, mate. Look to your left.
I'm looking at the espresso martini.
No, you look to your left. Bad boy. Look to your left. No. That's gonna be warm as fuck.
It's so pretty.
No, I literally bought ice for this. We've never had ice in these wells before. How dare you How dare you disrespect me and my fucking contributions to this podcast,
sweetheart?
Hey,
How
hey!
you doing?
Hey, no, stop! I need a squirt bottle. Get another fucking drink.
Bad kitty.
Get another drink into ya.
No kitty. That's my papa.
Yeah. Get another drink into ya.
No, I'll be good for the time being.
Get another beat me.
No, not beer. Not beer.
Fuck it, then crack open the martini then. If you had to drink it from the jar. Or you can go for a port.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Paul because
Yeah.
okay, well, let's just fucking continue. Okay, don't care about my drinking.
No, I care about you drinking.
Yeah, just fucking call. Yeah, fucking. Fuck this shit.
What are you going for?
I just had an idea.
Well, you doing another shot of vodka?
I'm not an alcoholic, I swear. Only during the podcast.
No, he's a raging alcoholic. Don't trust anything he says.
We both know that the only time I ever drink is during this shit.
That's a lie. He drinks constantly. Don't believe a word he says.
Boy, you better be careful. You're going to get beaten.
Never.
When this camera turns off, you'll be getting a beating.
For fuck's sake, I've still got like fucking 2 more beers to drink.
Yep.
Fucking hell, I just realised. I'm like,
you made the deal. 2 beers for 1 vodka, and I had fun with that vodka.
fuck you. Fuck. What
Cheers.
Oh, no.
Actually, wait. No. I'm gonna drink it out of the glass because that way I can pour it over the ice. I'm good.
No. I've got to... Guys, I'm doing something that's never been done before. I'm adding the 2 together.
Oh, dear God, no.
Oh, no.
Well, careful.
Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay. I'm gonna let that settle for like a minute or 2. I'm gonna drink
Do a dash of vodka.
Oh, should
I dare ya. Or tequila.
Oh, shit.
Or rum.
Oh, I'm gonna really fuck up my life.
I'm going to enjoy every fucking second of this. Oh,
fuck. Oh, shit. Fuck.
It's at this moment that Bo realized
he fucked up. All right. Okay. Here we go, guys.
Wait. Jeez.
No, just give me a minute or 2. I need to smell it, Fuck.
Hey, Bo. Get tipsy.
We're not even at the end of the podcast.
I know.
Okay, let me have a smell of it first. Okay, it just smells like beer. Okay. Okay.
And that tastes like straight vodka.
Oh God, the things I do for this podcast, mate. The things I do.
No, this you do for the sheer amusement of it. It wasn't just for the podcast. We both know this would have happened.
All right, here we go. So, getting nice beer undertones, Okay.
Get tipsy, fucker.
That's not even bad. That's actually good. Oh man, I wish I could say it was bad. All I can say it's actually good.
Unfortunately, I will not taste it because I cannot drink rum.
Because it has fucking 2 of the 3 things you hate the most in this world.
I know. I don't hate rum. It's just that my body does not like rum.
Yeah, you sure you just don't want to even just like...
It is projectile with rum.
Okay. Maybe if we get like, how many likes...
I can thank my friend Josh for that one.
How many likes on the video for you to drink some rum? And you have to be fair based on our subscriber count as well. You can't say like 1 million because we.
No, I'd say 20 likes and I'll do a shot of rum.
All right, you hear that, guys? 20 likes on this video and he does a shot of rum. And
the only way we're gonna get the views is if he doesn't fuck up what the name of the video is.
We'll always get it, man. Don't worry. We'll always fuck up. I literally just put in like very neutral fucking titles and it won't happen.
Yeah, we'll see.
So that's what I mean. So you're gonna share it and I'm gonna share
20 likes and I will do a shot of rum.
So that's what we need. We need 20 likes. 20 likes. 20 likes. That's all.
And I fucking hate rum.
All right. Fuck. Okay. We need to fucking finish this.
No, not yet. Not yet. Okay, so we're gonna do the whole fucking Evangelion stint once the next movie comes out. That's gonna be fucking mad as shit. I will say we'll be drinking for that, and that's gonna be a multiple day thing as well.
Yeah,
because just going through the first episode will take a day. I mean, first
season.
The season alone will take a day.
Easily.
Yeah. And then the movies and all that will take another day on top of that.
So when it comes to with anime,
Yep.
okay, what series is your guilty pleasure? That's
a guilty pleasure.
A guilty pleasure.
I'm gonna have to go High School DxD.
High School DxD.
It is fucking funny. It's corny as shit, but fuck, it's decent.
Yeah, fair enough. My guilty pleasure is Defrag.
Yeah, well, I knew that.
But honestly,
I know what you're like with Defrag. Fuck's sake, I've known you for 4 years.
Yeah, but that actually is my guilty pleasure. Like, look at all the other like mangas that I've been reading, all the animes I've watched.
Yeah.
Then look at Defrag. It just that one just doesn't make like you look at Terraformers, the one that happens just before World War. I can't remember. Black Clover.
Oh no! Wait, I think
I
might have another one.
Okay.
Tanya the Evil.
Is that little German lolly thing?
That fucking evil as shit. It's a reincarnated old bloke that just wants to destroy God.
Is that and that's the lolly, like the blonde lolly, blue eyes.
It's actually a 30-year-old man that died and got reincarnated.
I've actually never watched that series, so you have to explain it to me.
Okay, so bloke dies, has an argument with God. God turns around and says, "Fine, here you go. Try and get the power to defeat me." He's like, "Fine, I will, and I'll fucking kill you."
So God of War, gotcha.
But to activate his power, he has to do a prayer to God.
Wow! What a double-edged sword that is. Oh no, it's contradictory.
It's God like pretty much shitting on him because he wants to kill God.
So to get the powers to kill God, you have to pray to God for the powers to kill God.
No. Because it throws him into basically a World War II. That little lolly is a German commander.
Oh, so the German thing is... So she is a Nazi. So I was actually...
She's an SS.
Oh, she's SS.
Pretty much.
Are your papers? Oh.
No, it's more like SS magical, everything's getting blown the fuck up.
Oh, so that kind of fucking... Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually it's actually decent. Like, it's actually quite good.
So, like the Full Metal Alchemist movie into... Conqueror Shambhala.
I haven't seen it, to be honest. Here's the thing. I've seen the Brotherhood movies. I have seen the Brotherhood series, right?
Yeah.
I have not seen the movies.
I've got that's the thing, because I've got Full Metal Alchemist and I've got Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, right?
I've seen like
Brotherhood.
Alchemist and Brotherhood.
So you've seen the series.
I've seen the original series and the Brotherhood.
Obviously, Brotherhood's the best.
Yeah, duh.
Yeah, because that literally follows the manga to a T, and it literally...
Again, duh.
I think, correct me if I'm mistaken, but I think it's considered the best animated series of all time.
One of, yes.
No, the best. That's what...
Not sure. Don't have our phones on us, or else we'd check. I'm not sure if it's number one or not.
I'm just saying, we don't need facts to back check.
Because let's face it as well, we've also got a slight issue with the number one spots, considering one series has been going for almost 30 years.
Well, which one are we talking about? Because we've got virtually two of them.
Dragon Ball's been going for about 30 years.
Like almost fucking 40 years at this point.
And obviously One Piece.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah, I saw something on Facebook that made me sad. It's like, I'm dying of cancer and I'm sad that I will not live long enough to see the end of One Piece.
Well, funny enough, I don't know how true this story is, but apparently there was a kid that was dying and he was doing a Make-A-Wish and all that kind of stuff. And his Make-A-Wish was for the manga creator to tell him virtually how it ends. So there's only two people in this world that knows how it ends, and one of them is fucking dead. Yeah, so one of them fucking died.
Oh, wait. There is also one other anime that will never see an end.
Which one?
Inuyasha. It's like, I get everything to do exactly what I'm meant to do. Oh, look, it's all gone. Yeah. Oh, let's do it again. Oh, it's all gone. Oh, again. And it's gone.
I don't see the point of this, because these series are just... No one wants to commit to watching these unless you've started from the start.
Yeah, like
Maybe Dragon Ball's a bit different.
Dragon Ball's honestly, Dragon Ball's become something of completely insane accord.
But Dragon Ball needs to end because, like, where else can you go with it at this point?
You're fucking going again with a god of destruction. Like, in the manga, Vegeta's become the next god of destruction. And Goku's fighting the original Saiyan.
Which is Bardock.
No, the original Saiyan. The god of Saiyans.
But he's already a god. But no.
No, here's the thing. From what I've seen, it's like Goku's fighting literally the god of Saiyans, the first Saiyan. He is literally he was the original god of destruction. And he's gone, and Goku's gone Ultra Instinct, and he's like, "Oh, see, you've mastered Ultra Instinct. You know about it?" And Goku's gone, "What? You know about it? Of course I do. I invented it."
Well, then that's because that throws everything out of whack. Because the problem is that
God of Destructions are not immortal.
No, what throws it out of whack is because technically the first Super Saiyan or the first Saiyan, the real Saiyan was Bardock.
No, he was a Saiyan, but he wasn't the first. He was the first Super Saiyan. He wasn't the first Saiyan.
But those Saiyans were like little creature things. He wasn't a monkey dude. He wasn't an actual Saiyan. Do you remember the Bardock?
Well, there's the thing though. Here's the thing. Super's coming from original creator, not
Akira Toriyama.
Wasn't Bardock wasn't the history of Bardock wasn't from Toriyama.
I think it was canon, but I think it's canon though.
But it wasn't from Toriyama.
But still, doesn't matter if it's from Toriyama. If it's considered canon, it's canon.
Okay, so maybe. Well, think of this. Maybe the Saiyans were created by the god of destruction as something in his own image.
Oh, so we're going into that fucking realm, okay?
Possibly, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I've just seen the snippets of the fight because it hasn't been fully done yet or released in Australia.
See, that's what I mean. Like
released.
Well, that's the problem with Dragon Ball Z. Even at this point, it's like, where do you go next? Okay, he does.
You can't go anywhere next. You're going up against. You've got the Emperor of the Universe. Of the multiverse, you've got gods of destruction and everything. It's like, yeah, we're probably going to be at our limits here.
Yeah,
but then again, also at the same time, next year's going to be good.
What's next year?
The new season of Bleach coming out.
Oh, really?
Shonen Jump as well. Original manga coming out either this year or next.
How long has it been since Bleach has even got a release?
Probably about 10 years.
Jesus, I thought that one done.
Next new thing of Bleach coming out. So once again, in Shonen Jump, you will have Dragon Ball Z Super, One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach, the big four.
Yeah, well, Naruto meaning Boruto.
But you're gonna have the big four again.
Yep. God, that's the problem. Like I haven't even contributed. I've watched most of Bleach. I haven't watched any One Piece. I haven't watched any Naruto, Shippuden, or Boruto. I've watched most of Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball. I can't be bothered.
Okay, I'll go through what I've watched. I've watched all Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball,
and Dragon Ball Z.
Yep.
And Dragon Ball Z Super, and GT.
Isn't GT just the abridged version?
No, GT is not done by Toriyama.
Yep.
Done by one of the guys that worked for him.
Okay.
He did GT with Toriyama's approval.
Okay.
So GT is actually pretty good, but it's not considered canon.
So it's got the approval of the creator, but
it's not canon, but it's got the approval of the creator.
But doesn't Toriyama use elements from GT in bloody?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, I've watched all Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Full stop. Bleach, I got turned off it because the fillers in Bleach are fucking ridiculous.
It's
you'll have 5 to 10 episodes of actual story and then filler for the next 15 episodes and then go back to it and then filler for the next 15 episodes. That pissed me right off. Naruto Shippuden,
Yeah.
I was in the middle of the Great Ninja War, all the shit going down, and then next you know, a 25 episode filler that made me turn it off and go, you know what? We're having a filler bullshit in the middle of all this. You can go fuck yourself, and I haven't watched.
Well, don't you know that's the most appropriate time for fillers during the climax?
Yeah, during climax, here throw in 25, 30 episode fillers. Like, that's made me go, you know what? Fuck you.
See, have you ever heard of edging before?
Yes.
Yeah, see that's what they wanted to do to their fans. They wanted to edge them basically.
Then edge for about 5 episodes at max, and then go back into it.
Like
not
if you
not a whole fucking season. Of fillers.
If you want ultimate climax, you need to edge them for like 30 episodes.
See, that's why I go onto things and like, okay, what episodes do I need to watch to make it so I don't watch any fillers?
Then you're just spoiling the fun.
No, I'm watching what I enjoy, not fucking shit that's going to give me a migraine. And then finally, One Piece. I think I got up to episode 300 and something.
Dude, I think I've watched about.
But again, honestly, only thing that stops me from actually going properly through One Piece, is that there's moments, honestly, where it's like. Even the first 40 episodes, it's a long haul.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a drag.
Yeah.
And then shit kicks off after that.
Yeah.
After about 30, 40 episodes, it kicks off. But every now and then you get those little drag bits.
Yeah.
And that's what puts me off it.
Well, I think we're about close to end. So I think as tradition, story time. So have you got any stories that you can think of? If not, I've got my story, and then you can think of yours while we're waiting.
Question is what should I tell a story about?
Well, it's completely up to you. So I'm going to give you time to think about your story, right?
You're an ass.
Well, no, because
you're an ass because I was like, shit. Now I'm in a fucking tight spot.
Okay. Well, you can sit there and contemplate what you want to talk about. So we're going to go back to what Brendan was talking about how deep I sleep. So this is when I think you have definitely heard this story. So this is when I first moved to Melbourne about 4 or 5 years back. 5 years back, actually. And, I was living with my aunt at the time. And, again, I was just doing night work and all that kind of stuff. So I was asleep during the day. And then I woke up, early evening or mid-evening to late evening or whatever it was, getting up ready for dinner. And I stumble out into the kitchen. She's cooking up dinner and all that. I'm like, oh, hey, how's your day going? Oh, it's good. What did you get up to? Just banter. And then, she turns on the TV and we start watching the news. And on the news, it was like, there was a plane crash and an explosion at Tullamarine Airport. So I used to live in Reservoir, or however, depending on...
Not far from where I used to live in Airport West.
Yeah. So you got Reservoir or Resi or whatever. Or Resi, right? So you got Reservoir here, and over this way is Tullamarine, which is about a 20-minute drive, or not even that.
Yeah, I was in Airport West near Gladstone Park. So for me, it was like 15-minute drive. 10 minutes, and I was at the fucking airport.
So I got onto the bloody Metropolitan East. I
could walk to the freeway entrance in 15 minutes, and I'd jump on the freeway, and there we go.
Well, I was on the Ring Road.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was near the Ring Road.
Yeah.
So I used to do that, and I was sitting there going, oh, wow, when did that happen? It's like, and my aunt looked at me and was like, that happened around midday, or whatever it was. It's like, you could hear the explosion from here, and it was fucking loud. I looked at her and I did not hear a fucking scent of that at all. So I could literally sleep through explosions.
The only way to wake him up, and there's the one thing that I love. Nothing wakes him up. I can wake him up like fucking that.
Mind you, I'm already a bit awake for like 10, 15
minutes.
No.
When you lock the door.
Oh, yeah.
I can wake him up in a fucking instant.
Yeah.
I walk up to his window, calm as anything, but I put on the aggression, and I go bang, bang, bang. Bo, wake the fuck up. You locked the door again. Him straight away. Oh, shit, sorry, man. Okay, I'll get up and do it now.
Yeah.
Straight away. And I've realized that it's 2 things that wake him up. 1, I use your name.
Yep.
And 2, the aggression.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I know for a fact that wakes him up. Anything else, not a goddamn thing. I could sneak into his room and blow a load on his face and he wouldn't even know.
Probably not, to be actually honest. All right, what's your story then? You gave me enough time.
Okay. And I honestly don't remember this. This is because I was way too fucked up.
Okay, so secondhand story, but go on.
No, secondhand story from Blake.
Okay, go.
And it's when I was really fucked up.
Go.
Okay, so before Ragey, we had a cat called Erin. Erin was, think of Ragey, but about 10 times worse. She was that much of a bitch.
Ah, fuck.
And back in when I was 16, 17, Bendigo. It's a Bendigo story. So straight away, Bo knows. It's like there was a lot of illicit substances involved. There was a lot of alcohol involved, and there was a lot of medicine involved. It's one of those days like, yep, all good. I wasn't working. Day off. I was still hungover as shit from the night before. I was like, okay, we need to go down to Safeway and all that. It was a 15-minute walk. And I got told that, we were like literally, Erin was starting to follow us down the street.
Yeah.
And I was with Blake and his partner CJ and another housemate. Crap, 1 second, Steve. And we were walking down. It's like, and then next thing you know, they told me that I was patting the cat and everything, and then I ran up and caught up to him, and I turned around to them and went, "Don't worry, guys. Erin said that she's gonna sit there and wait for us." The fucked up thing is, on the way back, she was.
Oh, fuck off.
And we've been gone for about 15 minutes.
Oh, Jesus.
But I was that fucked up. I honestly said the cat was sitting there, that she said that she was going to sit there and wait for us. There was alcohol involved. There was medicine involved and some...
I don't believe it, but that's the story. All right, lead us out, mate. Lead us out.
Thank you once again for listening and hopefully watching the Standard Drink with your hosts, Bo and Brendan.
Yeah, so don't forget to leave a like on the video, comment underneath it, and, well, like I say, definitely like, because we want 20 likes on this video at minimum at this point to get this guy a shot of rum.
God help my soul.
Yeah. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, anywhere that you think.
Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch, which is all run by Bo, but he does fuck all on it.
For now.
And because he was not willing to give me the passwords or the account details, I'm not allowed to, because there would be some fucked up shit on it.
Actually, you know what? Fuck you. I'm going to give it to you now.
Yay.
Okay. But as always, guys, what is the saying? Because I'm totally drunk right now. I can't remember.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. And just remember, always, always, always stay tipsy.
Stay tipsy, guys.